Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. 58, right there. Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go, boys.
A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Check 59. Under. Mike is 59. 36, 36. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long Bravo. It's going to be a long day. Joker, 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 Joker. Mike's 5'9". Mike.
From the gun, it's Brees.
Let him know.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Watch it. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Safety, Nathan. Crunch. Hands up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. 180! Alert, 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 alert! Watch the calls!
Now Trubisky on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check 26, check 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, a run with Cohen. He finds some open field here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Backs on the extra point, and that makes the score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Short boot, taken at the 21. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 40.
You're looking for to get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Breeze going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Here we go with Kamara, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line, and the Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Hey, come on, the ball. Mike, check. 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 59, Mike. Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Mike 5'9". Drop deep. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 59.
Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
9 seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Switch. 25.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Heavy on the edges. Opposite.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
He's checking crack. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. 18, 18. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check. Red, top. Go, go, go. Watch out, watch
Play
out,
action.
watch out.
Now Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He's checking. Crash, crash. Slam, slam, slam.
On second down, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Blue, blue, blue. Check 20. Hey, 18, 18, 18. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Watch the screen.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Trubisky will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. You better bring it.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Breeze now on first down. And Cook has it, left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 21. 58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike. No chance. Smooth.
Breeze to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Of 18 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Check tight. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Easy. Opposite.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Breeze now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 4. General West. Check. Lucky. Kill.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again. 3rd down here.
It's just me and you. It's just 11.
Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
Watch the shit. 58 to Mike, 58.
Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, kill.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. To throw is Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Demario Davis there on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
You think you gonna get this? 14. Watch twins. 58 for Mike, 58. Hey, Charlie. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on set. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
5. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 1 sec. Easy, opposite.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. On 1st down, it's Cohen. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try again with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Y'all waiting? So we got man. Check.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the